Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Self-Care Sunday. My name is Molly, and I'm a librarian at Victory Branch Library of Ada Community Library. So happy to have you back here talking about all things self-care. And I thought today we could focus on mindfulness, taking time to notice the world around you, your thoughts and feelings, and how those two may be interacting in your everyday life. So it's really important to be mindful. So often we go throughout life in our head. We have a lot to think about in the day to day, especially in all these new normals. We may be thinking about a lot, and some of that thinking can lead us down a stream of worry, and we see a thought and we grab onto it. With mindfulness, it takes you again out of your head, out of that autopilot maybe. Mindfulness can help us get out of maybe the monkey chatter in our mind, which is a phrase that you hear in some meditation practices. The monkey chatter of hearing one thought in your mind, grabbing onto it, and then swinging to the next branch or thought, and kind of going through the chatter in your head and letting it really take over. So I thought it'd be a great idea to focus on mindfulness today and how to sort of develop strategies to be mindful every day. So the benefits of meditation are very well known. There's amazing research and science-backed findings on the benefits of meditation. Too many to list here, but I did find an amazing source from the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health, which is a government health agency, and they actually have extensive studies and research on how amazing meditation really is. It can be helpful for a number of different conditions such as high blood pressure, certain psychological disorders, and even pain. So some research suggests that practicing meditation can even help reduce blood pressure, symptoms of anxiety and depression and insomnia. And it's a wonderful, safe thing to do. The beauty of meditation is that you can do it anywhere, and you don't necessarily need lots of fancy equipment to do it. Again, my tried and true rule is 5 deep inhales and exhales every hour, once an hour, all day. That's a great way to check in with your breath, and boom, that's a little bit of meditation right there. So I pulled my hair up. I'm serious here. I thought we could, instead of talking about meditation, we could actually try some meditation. Now, again, I'm not an expert. I am not a certified anything. I am a librarian, and again, I like to research, and I know a little about a lot of different things. So this next bit, again, is from my own personal journeys with meditation, my own research, it's my own practice. So make it your own. Take it with a grain of salt. Definitely do some of your own research, and I will list some helpful articles to accompany this post. So yeah, let's give it a go, okay? So make sure the number one thing is that you're in a really comfortable position, and that can look different over the course of the week. Maybe one day you want to sit on your bed. Maybe some days you want to lay down. I like to kind of have my back up against something and just feel really supported. So it's really important to feel comfortable, because depending on how long you want this meditation to be, you're going to feel it if you're not comfortable, and not in a good way. Okay, so relax the shoulders. And I like to take a moment, a mindful moment, to really check in with myself and to recognize that I'm taking the time to do this. So that means I am committed to meditating, and I will try my best. I'll be patient. if my mind starts to chatter, I'm just going to let it happen. I'm going to observe the thought buses. I'm not going to judge myself for having a chattering mind. I'm just going to bring it back to the breath. So it's always helpful to kind of have a mantra, and mine is, Molly, let's go back to your breath. Okay. So once you're settled again, I find it's really helpful to close my eyes. Not everyone does this, but I like to have my eyes softly closed. And we're just going to breathe for the count of 5. We're going to breathe in and out and in and out. Just keep softly breathing, noticing how the air feels going through your nostrils and out through your mouth. And again, noticing what the breath feels like in the body, where you can feel it in your body. Noticing if the breaths feel tight and short or deep and long. And not judging any sort of way. If it's hard to kind of feel the act of breathing on your body, you can take your hand and place it either on your chest or your tummy, whichever you prefer. And just bring it back to the breath. The exercise that I really like to do after a few breaths is to focus on the exhale and really letting go, leaning into the exhale. So let's breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and let's let go and lean into that. And again on your own. One more time. Now let's breathe and not even have a plan with the breath. Let's just breathe as is. Not trying to control it. If your mind starts to wander, it's totally okay. Just come back to your mantra, whatever it may be. Mine is, let's get back to the breath. Now, sometimes I like to be mindful about what's going on in my mind. So I take a few moments to just let my mind do whatever it wants. If I want to be nervous, I'm going to think those nervous thoughts. If I'm thinking about what to make for dinner, let your mind go there. Just let your mind go wherever it wants to go for the next 30 seconds or so. Continuing to breathe. We can softly open the eyes and really take a few minutes to notice how you feel. I feel really, really good. Really good. I was talking to my fellow librarian and friend Anne, who works at the Lake Hazel branch yesterday, and we were talking about meditating, and she said that her body felt really heavy after she did it, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Girl, now I know. I hope that you enjoyed this super brief guided meditation of my own making, a little patchwork meditation. I find it to be so helpful to do every day, and to not beat myself up if I don't do it, just to keep at it. And I hope you enjoyed this Self Care Sunday on all things mindfulness and meditation. If you have any thoughts, comments, or other meditation apps or mindfulness articles that you'd like to share, please leave them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And I hope I see you back here next week for another Self Care Sunday. Have a great day. Bye.